and adding to them and getting more out of them by developing more and more. It started to grow into more quotes and saying. And I was like, wow, the book was there all along. I started it, didn't even know, by blogging. So a lot of people fail to realize when you're writing a book, it's not something that you have to just immediately go at it. That if you are a writer and you love to write stories or blogs or little articles and you have accumulated those things over time, you can go back and look at those things, extract those information, and then start to create a book from that. That's how really a book is born. A lot of books are born. So for me, that's how this book came about. It wasn't a hard process for me.
Oh, that's great.
No. And if I can do it, you can do it, anybody else can do it.
But it's really good to see, a final draft. There's 230 something pages, just under, let's say 250. And it's 250 pages, but you have daily inspirations, you have quotes, like you said, depending on your mood. When you first pull this together, and I always ask this question to authors, this probably applies more for chapters, but the final draft compared to the very first draft, how different are the two?
Okay. I actually hired a professional person to do the final draft for me. And the program that she used is completely different from the program that I was using. I was using a program like a Word document format that I got from the internet. And then when I sent it over to her, she developed it into, I'm not too sure whatever program that she used, but she made it very professional for me. Once I saw what she did, when she started, we were working as a team on it together, so it became more real to me as she was showing me her side, and we were giving each other feedback, and I was editing and she was giving me time to edit and make the adjustments. And as it was being formed, it was like completely, like it took me to that place of saying, wow,
Right.
this is going to be completed. This is going to be done.
And it's still your thoughts and everything was still yours, and just presented in a way that other people could enjoy.
Yes. And while I was writing this book, I was going through so much pressure. Like so much trials, so much tribulations, that I was going through. Things, so much difficulties like to hinder me from completing this book. But I kept pressing on, irregardless of how I felt, irregardless of the stress, of the pressure of life. I just kept going.
That's great. Well, we'll take a quick break.
Yeah.
When we come back, we're going to go into exactly a little bit about those pressures and so on, and give people some inspiration about how you can continue as well. Stay with us. You're watching Beyond Focus TV. Welcome back. You're watching Beyond Focus TV. I'm Lydia Patel. So, Iodelle, when you were going through these trials and tribulations, at any time were you tempted to put the book on hold? Did you want to be like, maybe now's not the right time? You're being tested. Anytime you're about to achieve something great, that's when the most obstacles come your way.
I believe that my faith and my relationship with God is a driving force in my life that keeps me strong and keep me going in spite of opposition. It's that voice, the Spirit of God in me, that says, you cannot give up. You will not give up. You will be stronger. You will be better. You will complete this. You will be a winner. You will not be a failure. And, you know, this time my brother was getting a divorce, and, his situation impacted me, my family. It impacted the entire extended family in such a way that I never knew that, a sibling's divorce can have so much of an impact
Of course.
on the entire family. We took this to heart. I took it to heart.
Especially if there's children involved, there's
Children
other
are
people.
involved. Yes, and it impacted me. And this was the time where I was writing this book, and I had a very difficult time. I had to go into fasting and prayer for the whole situation. Not only for his situation, for my situation, my family, the rest of the families that are involved. I felt the pull and a call by God to intercede and pray. And bringing out the best of me in the midst of the storm. Because I also work full-time for the Department of Education.
Yep.
While I'm also doing my business, writing a book, and I have my own family.
Family, wife,
Yes.
full-time duties.
Full-time duties. And to have all of this stress and to try to overcome it and to still bring out my best. But during this time, God has showed me, I would get up early in the morning and I would pray and I would read the Bible and I would work out early in the morning, and I still do today. I exercise early in the morning for 30 minutes. In that way, I would de-stress. And when I pray and I read the Bible, I do it all. Either I do it before I pray and read the Bible before, or I pray and read the Bible after I do my exercise. But it's
So you
always
get the physical and the
I get
and
the physical,
spiritual.
the spiritual, everything all at once. And it cleared my head. So when I go to work, I'd be energized and I'd be ready to go and ready to take on the task. And when it's time for me also to sit and write my book, I was able to focus. And the things that were written in this book are all the things that helped me. The things that the word, the thoughts, the ideas, the wisdom of life, experiences that I use myself, I put it in that book. Whether it's dealing with anger, because there was one point I had anxiety and panic attacks.
Wow.
I was so stressed that I was fighting and dealing with anxiety and getting up at night and feeling like I'm dying. What is wrong with me? And, I would be praying and asking God to deliver me and just rebuking the devil.
Mm-hmm. Sometimes you need to, because it's just be so much that's going
Yes.
on. And this book, I really want everyone to be able to get a copy of this book and see these inspirations and these quotes. How could everybody at home get a copy and get in touch with you?
Well, this book is online through Amazon. It's been published two ways, through Create Space, which is self-publishing on Amazon, and also Zulan Press, which is a Christian publishing company. So this copy that you have is Zulan Press version of it. So they can get the book either on Create Space, which it will look different. The cover looks different on Create Space, similar but still different, or Zulan Press. It's in Barnes and Nobles. It's in a lot of online stores now. It's all over.
Fantastic. Barnes and Nobles is great.
Yeah, it's all over now. So through Zulan Press, they distribute it all over. So it could be in Christian bookstores. I just haven't gotten the opportunity or the time to get out to the Christian bookstore, but I have that on my list of things to do, to go out and have them, purchase the book so that they can sell it in the Christian bookstores. But online, if they Google and they search, the book is everywhere, worldwide.
What is, if you could pick, I wouldn't ask you to just pick one, but what are your top inspirations that you've placed in the book?
I would say dealing with anger is one thing. Forgiveness. is
Yep.
another. I talked a lot about that. I talked a lot about our words.
Power of the tongue.
Yeah, the power of our tongue and how important it is that we protect what we say and try as much as we can to speak positive things. And our words is actually, it's our power. So whatever we put out, we could be stripping ourselves of power by the words that we speak.
Very, very powerful to even think of it like that.
Yeah. You can create and build success out of the words that you speak, or you can destroy you by the words that you speak, and your destiny by the words that you speak. And the thing about words is that once you release it, it will always bring back a result, positive or negative, life or death situation. And that's why God says, put a bridle on your tongue. Watch the words that you speak, because words are life or death.
Yeah.
And there's
Just
power
speak
in the
life.
word. Speak life. So,
No, but that's great, and I like the back. It says, bringing out the best you, daily inspirational thoughts for you.
yeah.
Is an inspirational book filled with quotes and sayings that will help to brighten and uplift your day. And this book is for those of you who need extra kick to offset your day, just as many of us need healthy foods and vitamins to stay physically energized in order to carry us through each day.
Yes.
So I think that's great. We definitely need that. I like that you do your workout, so you get your physical, you try to say your prayers. And I think it's just important sometimes to take a moment, even if you're not, depending on what you're feeling, you'll have a little something in here.
Yeah. And I read my own book every day.
I was going to ask you, do you read your book?
It's a devotional read. So I read it every day. It has the scripture references in the back, so I read it. And it's a part of me, so
Why not?
yeah.
Absolutely. It's the new Our Daily Bread.
Yes.
The Iodelle Chinnery version.
That's right. So.
Well, Iodelle, thank you so much for joining us. It's been
Thank you.
fantastic. I'm looking forward to hearing more, and you're always welcome to come back, share what's going on with us.
Yes.
All right, and as always, if you have any questions or comments, you can send us an email at info@beyondfocusmedia.com. I'm your host, Lydia Patel. Thank you so much for joining us, and we'll be back again next week. Same time, same place. You're watching Beyond Focus TV. Stay with us.
Beyond Focus TV show wants and needs your feedback. Did we blunder? Please let us know so we can improve. Was the show helpful to you? Drop us a note so we can share the success with our staff members. Is there something you think we could do better? We welcome new ideas and new approaches to old ideas. Do you have a great suggestion? Let us know and we'll work on it. If you would like to share your comments anonymously, please send us an email at info@beyondfocusmedia.com. If you want to get in touch with the executive producer directly, send him an email at gene@beyondfocusmedia.com. We really look forward to hearing from you.